Welcome back to Afternoon Live on this Thanksgiving Day. You know him from movies and TV shows like Groundhog Day and The Goldbergs. His new Hallmark holiday movie premieres this Saturday. We welcome to the show the one and only Stephen Tobolowsky. Hi, Stephen.
Hey, Hannah, good to be there in Portland.
This is our first official chat on air together, but we have met before briefly.
That's true.
You were here in 2018. We can commemorate our first meeting forever, Stephen, with this photo with the legendary Helen Raptis.
You know, I don't wear that shirt much anymore.
And I think I threw that dress out, so our wardrobes have been rebirthed since then, too. Let's talk about Hallmark. Haul Out the Holly, Lit Up is the new movie coming out this weekend. Tell me about filming holiday movies. I'm very curious. I hear they're often filmed in the middle of the summer, and you're sweating in all those clothes.
Yeah, the first one we shot was in the middle of the summer, not only the summer, but a heat wave. Oof. Not only a heat wave, but we were shooting in what they call the high desert, which means the sun can fry you in a second. Yeah. And we had to wear all these clothes. Now, this time when we shot the sequel, Haul Out the Holly, Lit Up, we were in a different time of the year in Utah, still up in the mountains of Utah, but we actually had some days of snow. Now, this is something for the viewing audience, a secret tip.
Okay.
Don't look at the main actors in the show to see what the weather really is. Look at the extras. Because, like, when we were shooting, in the heat of the summer, they would not wear their gloves. They wouldn't wear their earmuffs, and we had to have assistant directors yell at everybody. See, I'm wearing a hat there that could turn your head into 200 degrees Celsius. But the extras, they would be out there with no gloves, and we would have to have assistant directors saying, everybody put on your gloves or we're not going to film you.
Yep.
Put on your gloves.
That's showbiz, baby.
And the way we do a Hallmark movie, see, no gloves. No gloves. That means it was one of the warm shows.
Okay.
This is me doing yoga. Yeah, that's yoga.
Staying zen, no matter the temperature.
When we do a Hallmark movie, this is something that could be fun for the viewers too. When we do a Hallmark movie, they do an entire movie in about 13 days.
Oh, wow.
And so as the first day, you start off at like 5:30 in the morning and you go to about 7 at night. And then the next day you go a little later. And then by the end of the week, you're starting at 2 in the afternoon and you go until dawn.
Oh, man.
So when you see those nighttime scenes, a lot of times those scenes are shot at 2 or 3 in the morning.
And you guys are chippy and losing your minds at that point.
Acting.
Acting?
You know, so you have to be, there's so many things that go into, now I have to say something, take my hat off to Hallmark. Since this is my opportunity to thank them personally. While we were shooting this movie, the second engagement, I got word from Texas from my brother. My father, who's 101 now.
Wow.
My father's 101, had a health incident, and I better get back to Texas as fast as I could, or I may not ever see him again.
Oh, my goodness.
This could be the last time I see Dad. So I go to the Hallmark executive. There's Daddy-O.
Oh,
this is afterwards. Him. And he's doing great now, by the way.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
I'll do the spoiler there.
Yeah.
But I went to our executives at Hallmark, and I explained the situation. And we were about 4 days from finishing. I said, if I could finish, instead of sending me back to Los Angeles where I live, if instead you could just arrange for me to get to Dallas. Not only did they arrange for me to get to Dallas, they had a limo take me to the airport in Utah, flew me to Dallas, had a limo pick me up in Dallas, took me to my brother's house. Then when everything was okay with Dad, now I think I'm on my own dime? No. Hallmark comes to my brother's house, picks me up, takes me back to the airport, and they fly me back to Los Angeles.
That's incredible, Stephen.
It's incredible. And I love working for the Hallmark people. I love working on such positive material. Mm-hmm. And of course, with Haul Out the Holly, we got the best cast in the world. These people are so good and they're so funny.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. It's like there's nobody that works harder than Lacey.
Oh, Lacey Chabert. She's a Hallmark legend now.
She's a legend, and I've done 3 movies with her now. And let me tell you, she's the first one to work in the morning, the last one to leave. And that smile ain't fake. When we finish at 4 in the morning or whatever, she is just interested in a job well done and making sure that everybody's treated right. She's an executive producer on these 2. Wes Brown. Wes, perennial leading man. He's also a great musician.
Oh, that's so cool.
He plays guitar and piano, so in the breaks he's over there singing jazz. Melissa Peterman. Melissa is like got a license to kill. She is the funniest person on earth, and I have scenes with her all the time. There we go. I have scenes with her all the time.
That's dangerous.
And McLean Nelson, who is our director, is from Groundlings, so a lot of times he has us improvise. And the one thing I learned is when Melissa is chucking, when Melissa is going, stay out of her way, because she's a closer. She will finish the scene hilarious. She's just hilarious.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, Ellen, another legend, yes.
Ellen is the heart and soul of our little project here. She is such a dear, and she's all the time talking about, Johnny and all this stuff with Johnny.
Yes.
And we're all, we're all big John fans.
Her
and that
baby brother, John Travolta.
Go back to that last picture if you could. Okay, so this is our director, McLean Nelson. Now, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? He is doing this because we've arrived on the set and there is no chair for Ellen. So he said, I will be your chair.
Yes.
He stood there in that position for Ellen to sit until they got a chair for her.
What a guy.
I'm just saying, it's a great group of people. And if you have fun making these shows, a lot of times that fun will translate onto the screen.
Absolutely.
And I think it does in terms of Haul Out the Holly Lit Up.
And I'm so excited for you and the whole cast that you've gotten a sequel, because everyone loves the Hallmark Christmas movies, but they don't always get a part 2. And hopefully maybe we'll even get a threequel out of this one. What do you think?
Well, I heard word from Wes that they, if enough people watch the movie, if nobody watches it, there won't be a part 3. But they are already working on the idea of a part 3.
Okay.
And the thing I heard in the part 3 is they're going to be looking for a partner for me.
Oh, yes, please. Hey, before we go as well, you were in Portland not too long ago with your buddy David Koechner working on a commercial that looks like you guys probably had too much fun.
We had too much fun. It wasn't a commercial. It was 15 of them.
Oh, my goodness.
We did 15 computer commercials, and Koechner gets off the airplane, and he says to, we're picking him up at the airport, and Koechner goes, so Tobo, we're just like winging this thing? And I go, Dave, we're not winging this thing. There's a script. There's a script? I never got a script. And I said, Dave, not only is there a script, but it's filled with like technical jargon, all sorts of things about computer and software. He says, oh, well, hell, we'll just make stuff up.
Oh my
that's
goodness.
What, as I said, Melissa Peterman is a closer. Dave Koechner is the closer. Dave Koechner is so funny that we did these commercials. I kind of knew what I was saying. Dave had no clue what he was saying. And Jack Quaid, Dennis Quaid's son, was a genius.
Cool.
Oh, he learned all of the jargon, and he was perfect. So I kind of made stuff up when I didn't, and all Dave did was make up the dumbest stuff in the world that was hilarious.
It's giving Todd Packer from The Office to me.
Exactly. He's channeling Todd Packer. But we had the bestest time, and I hope we get to make some more. I hope we get to, because then we get to come to Portland again, which is one of my favorite places ever.
I hope so too. I hope you get to make more, hang out with Dave, hang out with Jack, and come see us. We love seeing you. You're such a great friend of K2.
Absolutely. Would love to come back.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us today. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much, Hannah, and the same to you.
We'll see you soon. Okay, Haul Out the Holly Lit Up premieres this Saturday on Hallmark, and we'll have all the information on our website at KATU.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.